Hi, I'm Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. I'm here in Antwerp at Breakbulk Europe, and I have a very special guest in our studio, Anwar Siddiqui from Bari. Welcome.
Thank you.
So nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Good, and I understand this is your first Breakbulk conference.
It is indeed.
And what do you think so far?
So far, so good. We're very happy to see the amount of participants. Had some interesting dialogues with some of the visitors in the booth. Uh, had some good interaction, probably potential customer leads. Let's see. But so far, so good.
Okay. So I understand you have a very deep background in technology. Can you tell us how that relates to the shipping industry?
Thank you for that question. I spent around 2 decades in technology, in all aspects of technology. Um, Shipping is an amazing industry. It has a good ecosystem of technology suppliers. As a shipping operator and as an outsider to shipping industry, only 2 years in the shipping industry, technologies mostly, um, my feeling is that the technology can transform the industry truly. Let me touch on that in a couple of highlights and areas. The amount of data the shipping industry produces from point A to point B of the vessel, and not just in the ocean, but in the weather pattern, in the trade pattern, in the routing pattern, cargo pattern, back office data, people data. If you would amass all of that data, it'll be a huge reservoir of data.
And what would we do with that?
Good question also. There's no value in gathering data if you did not do something with it. In fact, gathering data is probably one of the easiest tasks of the information. What we do in our practice is we're looking at the value. So to give you an example, return on capital employed is one of the things that every shipping shareholder would care for. And if you would map the return on capital employed with profitability and capital productivity, you will see that every operation that a charterer does, all the way to a cargo finder does, all the way to a ship manager does, impact that profitability or capital productivity. So that vast amount of data that drives them to optimally do their job as best as they can in their micro level also has an impact at the macro level. So that amount of data can be utilized to make a better decision and thus better efficiency and better outcome.
All right, so is this something you've brought to Bari and you're using data in new ways?
We have at Bahri a system that we lovingly call BRIZO. It stands for Bahri Real-Time Integrated Systems Operation.
Wow,
I will not
okay.
quiz you on it. As a techie, we have a love for abbreviations. Putting the technical acronyms aside, what we're really doing is we're looking at all aspects of the revenue, cost driver, customer service, innovation, operational efficiency. I know it's a mouthful of words, but if you look at and you double click on each of these items, you will find that even when best people are employed, if you arm them with a deeper insight of data versus best people employed without that data, the outcomes tend to be different. What that means for a shipping operator is basically the choice between beating the industry with some premium versus following the industry average, or in some cases falling below the industry average. That is the leverage of data, right? So that's what we're doing.
Okay, that sounds good. So looking ahead, how would you like, what are the most important changes that could occur through data, through technology in the shipping industry that you'd like to see?
There's two aspects. One is any shipping company, such as ourselves and our scale, obviously smarter shipping, digitalized shipping, transformative impacts of that to any company, right? Digitalization has gone into other industries as well. So there's a direct one-to-one benefit of that. But there's also a broader ecosystem impact of that. Let me give you a quick example. If you look at the web industry in its infancy in like early 90s, right? You coming from Berkeley, you'll relate to that. Imagine if that industry did not go through the technological evolution. What role technology played to make that that industry expand and how the entire ecosystem benefit from that expansion, what value it created for the consumers, right? So what I like to see in the shipping industry is development of that healthy ecosystem and how data, digitalization, collaboration can help that. We like to foster that as Bahri.
All right, well, that sounds like a great goal. Thank you so much for talking with us today.